Hello there. This is John Ruman, International Business Coach and Consultant. Today, giving you a quick talk about electro smog. What is electro smog? I'll get to that in just a second, but I will tell you it is probably the most impactful thing that we can be discussing, and it can totally transform your life when you actually become aware of it and the fact that you can actually do things to improve it. In the US, right now, there's a big hot topic, and it should be that 5G, which is the upgraded audio and video and just the data streaming that the cell phone company have are changing from 3G. They have 4G in the United States. Let me tell you what electrosmog is, and this will help clarify to you very quickly as to why it's such a big deal. Electrosmog is basically radiation, and I'm sure you're well aware radiation isn't healthy. So there's different forms and places that we can get this radiation. The title electrosmog should help you get closer to that, but let me give you some examples. The electrical wiring in your house, which I'm sure if you're older, you'll probably remember in the 60s and 70s, there are actually statistics in the United States with people who had children who lived under or near high voltage cabling had leukemia, which is a bone cancer, and these children were dying off, and they had this super high incidence of this, and they didn't understand why. That's one example. In a more micro scale, assuming you don't live next to a power plant or have high voltage wires near you, people have electrical boxes near them. So that's another challenge. A third challenge is that people have Wi-Fis or multiple Wi-Fis in their home. Wi-Fi, if you're not aware, produces a radiation in the air. Let me tell you a little bit about how radiation works so you can get a better understanding. With radiation, for those of you who are scientific in basis, forgive me, but I'm trying to simplify. Radiation works that the closest you are to the source of it, as you step away, it becomes exponentially less impactful. Depending on the source of the radiation, another radiation source, by the way, is your cell phone. Depending on the radiation source and the strength of it will determine how strong the impact is on you. So there's a couple factors, and I'm not going to go into how to fix that. That's for another time. But I'm trying to make you aware electrosmog will impact your life. It does impact your life, and is one of the more prevalent issues right now that is happening. It's becoming more and more aware in the world, especially with 5G in the US. But a few examples again: power in your power box, your Wi-Fi, and your proximity to your Wi-Fi. Closer you are, the more impactful. Your cell phone, and is your cell phone actually on your body? Because again, it's proximity to the radiation source. So, hey Tanner, good to see you, my friend. So the proximity to the radiation source is a major component. So if you're closer to it, it's more of an issue than if you're further away. But if it's stronger, then it's kind of tough to get away. Kind of like those kids I talked about affected by the high voltage power lines. So there's a handful of these sources in our life. Cell phones, anything within any kind of, so not purely, basically things that send and receive produce different levels of radiation. Wi-Fi is powerful, electricity is powerful, cell phone is powerful because of the proximity against our heads, in our thighs. Women carry it against their hearts. Not the best place to do that. And there's been an increase, for example, with people who have their cell phones, using their cell phones all the time, of brain cancer and jaw cancer. Women will have breast cancer on the side that they carry their cell phones. Men will have a measurable decrease in the bone density on the thigh that they keep their cell phone. Generally, guys keep their cell phone in their front pocket. So the front pocket that they have at that side has less bone density than the other side. So all these are challenges, and they're very prevalent. And in the U.S. right now, for those of you who are watching from the U.S. and are dealing with the 5G, now they're going to publicly broadcast extreme levels of radiation to the public, probably not even tested, not a healthy thing. I'm not here to scare you. What I'm here to do is say there are ways that you can mitigate and reduce that. And if this is something that concerns you, it impacts your sleep, it creates more stress in your body, and there are things that you can do to reduce the impact of it. Again, that's not for today. But if this is something of interest to you, we will actually be going in depth into this on the sleep workshop that Dr. Nilesh Ramnaran and I are having on the 3rd. We will discuss how it impacts sleep and how you can reduce the impacts of it. That's one of his topics. And the benefit to you is you sleep so much better, but also just ways of reducing the radiation that you're receiving from your various cell phone devices, your, again, electrical power, Wi-Fi, etc. So there are ways to minimize the impact to your body, and one of the easiest ways to test how much of an impact it actually has is when power goes out. You notice everything kind of feels calmer in your body, and you just feel more relaxed and at ease and better sense of well-being. That is what happens. So if you have interest in the sleep class, just shoot me a message on Instagram if you're watching there. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, cool. Just shoot me a message. I'll be happy to send you the info, and it's going to be awesome. So thank you so much. Have an amazing day. I'm recording this on a Friday, so if you see this, have a great weekend. If you see it in the future, have a blessed day as well. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.